get you give, rap, bet that. Real never switch that. Came a long way.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? 60 by 60 by. Alert! Alert! Ready, right?
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll let Hamler try and run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Throwing now is Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. In motion, the tight end. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Stroud now on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Come 19, come 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Now Stroud.
At the 45-yard line.
That is caught by Dell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. A very solid gain of 27. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey, check that, check that. Ready.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Okay, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Riggs! Go!
They get this out left. He's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing now is Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Texans are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give left side for Pierce. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Come on.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike to no avail. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play fake. Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Now he's forced out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, here's Nwangu. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Murray. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Another run now for Nwangu. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore, 36 yards. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Prater on to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Cardinals 17, Texans 10. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now 2nd and 5.
Unlock line! Alert! Alert!
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Let's go now.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Ready.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Ready. Check, smash.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Check.
Pierce will try to pick it up. There he goes left side. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Rig alert. Check, Panther.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Get it.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check that. Ready.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So great play there, obviously because of the loss, but you had your free safety coming up to make the tackle.
Great observation, because one of the cliches is that every defensive coach tells us in run defense we need all 11 to the ball in order to handle it. Well, how often does the free safety begin dropping into the box? Not very often. So he did a nice job diagnosing and getting involved.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
79 Broncos. Check, 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 check. Street. Ready.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan from 6 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Running right on the option is Murray. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. is fourth down. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Mustang 19.
Here's Stroud. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Roll. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
On the set.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Fourth down. Here's Stroud. Rolling to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Boy, just like that, they've got new life.
And the defense still has the advantage, but I know that there's some deflation there. That's why I hurry back to the line of scrimmage and attack them again.
Let's go now.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Hand off left side, Pierce. And some room to work. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Unlock Lions. Unlock Lions.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And the Texans are going to win the football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time